Hey guys, it's Otto here back with another video. So what we're going to talk about in this video, guys, is the upcoming price changes that are underway with Klaviyo, okay? So if you don't know about these pricing changes, they are going to affect your clients, and it's super important that you understand from a top level what's actually happening with these pricing changes, how it's going to affect your clients, and how things are actually changing from a billing perspective, okay? So the pricing changes are coming up in a few days' time on the 18th of February. Like I say, what we're going to do in this video is go over from an agency owner's perspective of what you need to do and the conversation you need to have with your clients, okay? So the first thing is just to understand the goals that Klaviyo have with this pricing change, okay? So basically what Klaviyo are doing and the goal that they have is to simplify billing, okay? So currently their billing mechanism and kind of system and options can be slightly confusing and frustrating for clients, okay? So what they're doing with the price change is they are making things more simple, okay? They are increasing flexibility for clients, and the general shift is more in line with the active profile count within your client's Klaviyo accounts, okay? So all of these elements have kind of been put into place to eliminate confusion, but ultimately as an agency, what the pricing changes are going to help you do is basically help your clients better predict their costs, okay? So again, this video is for agency owners to get a top level view of the conversation you need to have with your prospective clients, okay? So the first element of the pricing change comes down to profile plan compliance, okay? So this basically means that clients must be on an email plan that matches or exceeds their active profile count, okay? So not their subscribers or whatever it might be, their active profile count, okay? And the reason these, the two reasons this element is important, this compliance element is important, is because clients are going to have to actively manage their lists or risk automatic plan bumps, okay? This is going to happen also where clients won't be able to exceed their plan limits without upgrading and without paying more, okay? So it's an important consideration to have with your agency clients that they potentially might be billed more in times of higher sends if they've got higher active profile accounts at that time, okay? So the second element of the pricing change regards flexible sending options, okay? And this is where clients will be able to temporarily increase their sending capacity during peak times. For example, key sale months in the e-com calendar, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Boxing Day sales, January sales, whatever it might be. So if the limit gets exceeded, again, as an agency, it's important for you to know that the client will be automatically moved to the next tier in that billing cycle. Okay, so this is good for seasonal brands with peak periods, because basically what it means is that they can be on a cheaper plan throughout the year, and then when they bump up during Black Friday, they're only going to have to pay the increased pricing for that tier on Black Friday, and then they'll drop down again. Okay, so if higher limits do exceed these sale months, if your client needs higher limits, it might just be cheaper to upgrade them to the next tier anyway. All right. Now, the third element when it comes to the pricing change to understand as an agency owner is the auto downgrade option, okay? So if active profile count qualifies for a lower tier, Klaviyo will automatically downgrade the plan for the client, okay? So just like they will kind of automatically charge more, they will automatically downgrade the plan. This, again, is an important thing to tell your clients and to inform and educate your clients on, that yes, they might be charged more during those peak send times, but actually their plans will drop down to a lower and more manageable price point in quite a month, okay? So costs will be reduced for the client when their lists shrink, all right? Now this is, again, good for brands with fluctuating subscriber counts, and it really provides you as an agency and for your clients to keep track of inactive profiles and make sure that you are cleaning their lists regularly, okay? So you don't want lists that are frothy with loads of inactive profiles or loads of subscribers that aren't engaged, that are going to increase that active profile count, okay? So Klaviyo now strictly defines active profiles for billing, okay? That's one of the key differentiations with this new pricing mechanism. And when it comes to managing active profiles, here's what you need to make sure you're doing for the client. You just want to make sure that you're regularly suppressing inactive subscribers. Before doing so, you want to make sure that you run re-engagement campaigns before actually permanently deleting or temporarily suppressing those contacts. And then bulk deleting unused profiles, okay? So it's really what this this pricing mechanism will help you do, is keep on top of your clients' list, make sure that they are optimized and streamlined, and then your clients are going to pay less for the platform and they're going to thank you for it, okay? So in terms of taking action, As an e-com email agency owner, here's what you need to do. We've talked about this already, but continually audit your client list, okay? So identify inactive profiles and decide whether to re-engage, suppress them, or delete them, okay? And do that regularly. The second point here is to educate clients. So if they aren't aware of the upcoming pricing change, address the elephant in the room, educate them, update them on those pricing changes, and help them understand how these changes will impact their costs, okay? The costs increasing and costs decreasing. The third action piece you need to take here is to adjust your client retainers and services. So if billing changes basically will impact campaign volumes, you've got to make sure that you adjust your pricing strategies accordingly and make sure you have those difficult conversations with your clients sooner rather than later. And then again, optimize for cost efficiency. So consider flexible sending versus actually upgrading permanently for high volume senders, especially for seasonal brands like we talked about a moment ago. And in general, just stay updated. Okay, so what you don't want is your clients coming to you saying, how are the upcoming pricing changes going to affect me and my Klaviyo account and what we're going to spend? And you say, oh God, I didn't even know there is a pricing change. Okay, just stay updated, monitor Klaviyo's guides and resources and news page, help keep your clients adapting constantly and proactively to all these changes. Okay. So again, when you have an email agency, you're constantly having to sell to your client. Okay, so you might think that the sale ends once you close a client. It doesn't. In order to retain those clients, especially if you've got them on retainer deals and they're paying you monthly, you have to keep reiterating and reaffirming with the client why they are paying for you. Okay, paying you to do their service for them. All right, so what this comes down to is these top level 1, 2, 3, 4 bullet points here. Okay, so first, profile plan compliance will basically just mean that the clients have the necessary upgrades that they need. Flexible sending is good for seasonal peaks. Okay, so when you're speaking to your clients, you can say, look, the new pricing, yes, you might be charged more, but actually with flexible sending, this is going to be really good for your seasonal peaks, and your general overall average, price that you're going to pay is actually going to be lower. Okay. Auto downgrade is another top level selling point. So you can say to the clients, look, yes, you're going to be automatically upgraded, but you're also going to be automatically downgraded too. It's going to give you potential cost savings. And again, it's all based on active profiles. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're constantly suppressing your, inactive profiles. We're cleaning your lists. We're keeping your kind of, email database etiquette up to scratch. And that's how we're going to keep these costs down for you. Okay, so again, guys, remember to leverage all of these points. Speak to your clients now if you haven't already. The changes are coming into place in 6 days' time. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, cheers.